Welcome back to the channel. If you were here for part one of this video, you would have seen we pulled some crazy Western shirts that turn out. I had a chance to look them up right now. Some go for over $100, so we're doing pretty good on this $20 unit. But there's still much more to see.
There's always more to see.
So let's go ahead and get into the rest of these bids.
Are you ready to begin?
Right out the gate, I see right here we got a box that says Crystal. And you know, I don't know much about Crystal. If y'all know more than I do, please leave a comment. Let me know what's going on. But I actually found a ton of Crystal inside this unit already. Look at all this Crystal. Some of it has markings, the rest of it just seems pretty obviously Crystal. So, pretty cool. These look like some sequins, vintage napkins. I might give these a shot on eBay because they are so pretty.
Are gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
The rest of the stuff in here doesn't look like it's Crystal. It looks like it's like Dollar Tree little Christmas plates. So we'll start with this one. I'm trying to make my way to a box I see in there that's got video games or DVDs or something like that. Can't quite tell yet. Now this looks to be like a vintage quilt. So yeah, it's in nice condition. There is markings made in China, so we're just gonna donate that. Cool, I think I got bunch of rolled coins, but they're not in there. I wouldn't be able to lift it with that much ease if they were. Here's an aux cable for a microphone. That's cool. Keep that. Another one over here. Monster cable. If I could resell that or keep it. I do. I've done music in the past. It's been a while, so I don't know.
You staying hydrated?
I'm staying hydrated, yeah.
Okay, you're doing pretty good. Looks like you got a I can't even talk. A lot knocked out. Yeah, there we go.
I think maybe another hour, but we found some pretty cool Western shirts in here.
Nice.
Yeah, like some Scully ones and
Oh,
just really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, you just never know what you're gonna find.
You never
As
know.
long as you never find a dead body, you're good.
I found ashes a few times, but not a dead body.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I think if I found that, I would probably freak out and not probably deal with units anymore.
I think if I found that, I think it'd probably be the only time I ever found it. I'd probably realize this doesn't happen all the time.
There's a coworker that works at another location, and she did find that.
That's horrible.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I've
But it
seen
was
plenty
not-
of dead
It wasn't
rodents.
like a 16, like they killed her. It was more like the family member died and they didn't have the money to bury them,
Oh my god.
so they put them in the storage unit because they didn't have the money to bury them. It was that kind of thing.
That's a bizarre, I mean,
And then
dig a hole, take it to the beach or something. A storage unit.
Ooh. But my thing was the smell. Like,
Yeah.
how could they not smell the smell?
How could the neighbors who
Yeah,
check their storage?
like, that's something. Not unless they had it sealed up really good, but it went in the lean, and then that's how they found it. And I was like, oh my god.
That is crazy. That
Yeah,
belong. That
something about the
needs
person with the jaw
an
or
episode on one of those true crime shows or
I
something.
know, right? She ever watch the shows where they tell stories, and then you gotta guess if they're true or false?
I haven't seen
Have you
that
ever
kind.
watched those? I haven't watched them in a long time, but
What's it called?
I have to think of it. It's maybe you can YouTube it. I think it's called
Fact
True
or
or
Fiction?
False Reality.
Okay.
But it's just shows, and then they make you guess true or false, and then at the end they tell you if it really happened or not, if it was made up. But one, I was wrong on it. Long story short, they met on a dating site. He goes over, they fall supposedly in love, right? They talk for like a year.
Yeah.
He moves up there with her, right?
Uh-huh.
So he's going in the deep freeze, he's going to put meat, and he finds her dead husband at the bottom of the meat freezer.
Oh my god.
Yes. After he's done moved up there with her and all this. So she killed her husband to be with this dude. And it come to find out it was a real story. And he turned her in. He called the cops and they came and got the body. And that's what she told the
That
judge.
would be terrifying.
Oh,
You never piss her off.
yeah, now especially since you put her in prison.
Right?
But I mean, like, what would you do? What would you do in that? I asked myself, what would I do in that situation? Would I act like I didn't know? Or would I do what he did and call the authorities and have him taken to prison? What do you do?
I think you eventually got to call the police, but
Eventually.
meanwhile, we got to pretend
But,
everything's fine.
but then they go to prison and now they're after you, and the way the system works, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think honestly,
I think I'd probably
would
move
leave.
states,
I would
change
pack
my name.
I would pack my shit and leave, and then make sure there's nothing where they could get a hold of me, and then call the authorities. I think that's what I would do.
That's a
I'd already
good
be
move.
out of the picture.
Yeah.
Like,
Get out of harm's
but,
way.
Yeah, say la vie. All right.
I'll see you in about an hour probably.
It's terrifying. I can't believe that.
I would hate to find a dead body inside a unit. That'd be terrifying. Eric has found some ashes before. Whoa. Look at all these keys. I don't really think there's much value in those, but maybe. Some of these look really old. I'll have to set these aside. Interesting. Alright guys, well that was Thane. We had the lady who manages the unit here come and talk to me for a while. We probably captured a little bit of that and showed it to you. Then Eric called me right away, so I'm back.
It's great to have you back. Thanks.
Got some stuff out of the way. There's a lot of just personal items, but I'm sorting through some other personal items. A lot of them are pictures, but I found some really like old war pictures in here too. Those are a little bit different, you know. All the personal photos I do give back, but those really old vintage war photos are worth some money. I don't know. I'm gonna look through them. There's just like ships and stuff. If I see any personal photos of people, I will give them back. Let's get into some other boxes. This is peeking out. It's a laptop, but it's an old laptop. Seen better days, so I don't know. Might donate that. I mean, it's really old. And back in here, oh, by the way, Erica said she was really jealous. She wished she could have been here for this unit. We always wish we could be at the good ones. Not so jealous when they don't go right. But now I wish she was here too. It'd be a little bit more fun. This is a picture. Cornyware. Ooh, Cornyware could be good. It's a Cornyware, like iced tea pitcher. So I haven't ever found any Cornyware, I don't think. So I don't know what the value of that is, but I know I'm looking it up. I know my friend John that I work with would know more about that than me. The rest of the stuff inside this box, folks, is just like oil sheets, which I'm going to take home. Dry wax paper, which I'm not. We got plenty of that. And it's just kind of like kitchen junk. But yeah, there's still this DVD box I'm trying to get to. That might have games or books or whatever it is. It's a little broken Febreze. I think it's like an air freshener scent reset. Might be some money into that. I'll have to look into it. Never seen one of these before. Definitely is dirty. So it need a new filter. This big vase. Just decorated vase. Donation. I'm just trying to get to this box that seems like it's full of DVDs. Okay. Very cool. Well, first off, let's grab this. So what we got? Video games! Video games! Nope. Not video games. But there are a ton of Blu-rays in here. Inception, Anger Man, DVDs, and Blu-rays. Quite a bit. So, definitely some money inside that. And then these Blu-rays, there's tons of them. Are they in here? Yeah. They're in here. I mean, I've sold stacks of Blu-rays before. Oh, look. That's just the start, folks. We got stacks of these babies. Stacks. So, what I've done in the past is I've sold them, you know, like lots of like genres, kids, action, and they do pretty good. People buy Blu-rays for whatever reason. I guess if you've seen that movie on Netflix, what it was about the end of days or something like that, and at the end, the Obamas produced it, the day after tomorrow. I don't know, I forget what it's called, but there's like a teenager that ends up going into a fallout shelter because the world, everyone's like nuking each other, and then there's like this huge like library of DVDs, and it's like heaven for them. Maybe that's what they're preparing for, the end of the world, I guess. I got a bunch of DVDs in here. Ooh. Another, like, stack of Blu-rays and DVDs that were just inside a dirty kitchen napkin, but I'll take it. They sure love their movies, or love their movies. Know what's going on with them. A couple of bootleg CDs and more.
Is that a lot?
It's plenty.
DVDs, so those have some value. Don't see any video games in here. And the rest of these books, there's a lot of books. What's this here? Smart sensor car wireless charger. That might be valuable, I don't know. An illustrated Bible. This one is really moldy, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of these books are moldy in here. Somehow, the DVDs, maybe because they're in plastic, were okay. But I don't know. It's got a little bit of moldy. Maybe the DVDs got some issues too. They don't seem like it. I'll double check later. I'm gonna leave this here. It's super heavy. We're almost done. It's been a fun unit. There's still a few bins to go through though. Oh wow. That's cool. It says Roger on it. It's a guitar strap. That's a Born concept purse that's in really good shape. I will try to sell that. Not a great brand, but when it's in that good a shape, I will try. These long boots here are, trying to find the brand on them. It says Gracie. I don't know. Upper texture, man-made. Yeah, I don't think they're nice, but they're not a great brand. Never heard of this brand. It's called Shishang Jinsei. Hills, like Japanese branded heels. I guess those are worth looking up. Usually, when most of your shoes are not designer, there isn't a random pair of designer, but you never know. You gotta check. They're like delicious heels. See if I can find the other one. No, these are all clean shoes. They're just gonna get donated because they look to be too big for Erica. She has 400 pairs of shoes right now anyway. And this says Tracy stuff. Let's see what stuff Tracy had in here. Interesting. Wow. Some interesting stuff in here. I know you're like, what? What's interesting? I don't know where to start. I guess I'll start with this right here. Look at this plastic bag. It's got like some really old stuff in here. Like, there's this agriculture food stamp from back in the day. It says 1991 on it, so I guess it's not super old. And then there's this I forget how to say it, one of those dollars. I'm sorry for my ignorance on that. A lot of like little valuable knickknacks, a couple of forks here, say Walco on it, maybe they're silver. Don't see any other markings. Yeah, a couple of these silver dollars. Obviously this thing that says Golden Harvest on it. I'll obviously have to go through this more in depth at home, but just a lot of little knick-knack stuff. There's an Armington watch in here. A whole bag of little silver jewelry. I'll look into it, see if there's any markings there, of course. This jar of looks like jewelry. Look at that. Some of this looks like could be gold. It really does. It looks old, and it looks like just like little pieces of jewelry, but there could be gold in there, so I wouldn't be surprised. This unit has been pretty good to me, so that's pretty awesome. Of course, I lose the cap right now. It's hot out here, guys. I'm sorry. Some of this stuff is going back to her. Then we got this, like little jewelry boxes, cigar boxes. Excuse the lighting, folks. Excuse the lighting. I know the lighting's not great. And then here, there's a ton of Girl Scout like little patches, which we have sold before. Another little keepsakes here too that have like baby pictures in them, but could have gold. And then a couple of jewelry boxes here. This says Spring by Bouncer on it, 1730. Could be like a real vintage old one. I don't know. But in here, there's little keepsakes as well. None of it looks like it's real jewelry, but I don't know. I'll have to take a look. This one's pretty empty. I don't know if it's silver. I'll check for markings later. It's a pretty cool unit, guys. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, huh?
More knickknacks. There's like a magnetic Bud Light boot in here. It's got a lot of other stuff attached to it. Probably some value there. And there's also a couple of watches in here. Jeez, I just lucked up. I don't know if it's a watch or if it's just a wristband. I gotta check for markings on all this stuff, because you just don't know when they're in these nice keepsake boxes like this. Seem to be stuff that was important to someone at some time. This one says Grandma, and it's the Holy Bible, wooden Holy Bible. Yep. Nice Holy Bible. Get that back to them. I'll look a little closer in here, but the rest of this stuff looks like mostly personal items. This says curtain, table. So I'm imagining we're looking at linens, but I'm not sure. And yeah, kind of. We got some flags here. We got some tablecloths. Actually, these are all tablecloths. A whole box of tablecloths, plastic tablecloths. Which, I don't know. What am I gonna do with those? Donate them, I guess. I don't know when I'll need that many tablecloths. Maybe I'll keep one or two. So I'll kick myself in the butt later. But I don't need a whole box of them, that's for sure. We have this big old printer that I mentioned inside the last video. It holds some pretty good value if it works, so that's something I'm going to have to test. These are some interesting photos here. David Allen Coe 2000 poster. So we got some posters here. A couple of albums, some Hank Williams albums. So Rocket Man. This is some kind of limited edition photo. James Dean prints, but they're just prints. Definitely some kind of keepsake box. And you got some celebrity photos in here. Celebrity photos. Marilyn Monroe record. I won't show you the backside because she's nude on it. And what looks like to be a bunch of autograph. Randy Travis autograph. Another country singer autograph. A lot of country autographs here. Probably with people that this guy got to play, but this one, look at that, John Travolta. Wow. This is cool. There's Tanya Tucker in here. There's Pam Tillis. There's just a bunch of Urban Cowboy autographs. Hank Williams Jr. This is pretty cool. You could check our eBay store if you want to see those in particular. This whole box here I'll probably take home because it seems to have a lot of memorabilia. Also, got a bunch of nice pocket knives here. Half a dozen of them. So, sheesh. For $20, I will say this has been the best unit we've had this year.
It's the best thing there is.
There's one more pin to go through. And I'm just loving this one. This is cool stuff here. I really do appreciate musical history. And it'll be fun to... I mean, some of these autographs are a little torn up, but they're legitimate. This guy was definitely a performer, and I know, you know, when I was younger, I got to open up for some pretty popular rappers, and I wish I would have not acted too cool, and I would have gotten their autographs. I did get a couple. I got like Sage Francis's and stuff, some underground rappers, but I wish I would have gotten them all just to have, I guess, or at least save the posters. So it's cool to see that stuff. I broke all this Crown Royal in here. Maybe that's for my betterment. Last but not least, let's see what we got here. There's some real wood. I don't know what you would hang on there. Towel rack or something. I'm puzzled. There's two of them. Definitely real wood. Kind of nice. But I don't think I'd ship those. And there's something with a cord in here underneath all these linens. It is like a little mini Vicks humidifier. That's all. But whoa, that was a fun one, guys.
Definitely fun.
Woo. I'm gonna go ahead and organize all this stuff, but please, if you like this kind of content, like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll be doing these all year long here. Yeah, let me know what you think was the coolest thing we found inside this unit, especially if you've seen both videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.